Number one, let me thank Joe for his leadership of HPOU, and let me thank all of the fine police officers that we have in the city of Houston. And as Joe indicated, we have about 5,100. It's good to be with Chief Aceveda, and he can speak to this in quite a bit of detail. We have 5,100 police officers. We cannot say it enough, and they're covering 640 square miles. And when you take a look at Chicago, and Chicago is the third largest city in size, we're number 4. And as Joe said, in time we will pass Chicago. Chicago has about 12 to 13,000 police officers, and they are covering less than half of the geographical landmass that the people in the city of Houston, police officers, having to cover. There is no question that we do not have enough police officers to cover and patrol and protect all of the people in this city and the people who are coming into our city each and every day. Now, the city of Houston has been fortunate. Let me back up. The city of Houston has been blessed that these 5,100 police officers have gone over and above in protecting the people in this city and the people who are coming to this city every day. In 2017, we hosted the Super Bowl. Police officers did an outstanding job. And then it was the NCAA Final Four, exceptional job. And then it was Harvey. And when we were telling people to stay at home, stay off the roads, police officers were on the roads, in the street, and I'll never forget Sergeant Perez, who lost his life, okay? And many police officers went without medicine, homes flooded, but they stayed out there night and day. We all are very grateful to them. And then in 2018, we had freezing weather, ice, snow, what have you, and they were out there on those roads. And some of their vehicles were rammed into, okay, out there on those roads in dangerous conditions. And so, yes, you know, many of the members of City Council, myself and others, have signed the pledge. But I want to add a little bit more to this, okay? Let us not assume that the resources in order to meet this pledge are just readily available. I'm not going to say that to you now. I signed the pledge because we need these police officers and more. Okay? I signed the pledge because we need them. Now the question becomes, how do we pay for them? And that's a question for every Houstonian. 2.3 million Houstonians have to answer that question. Because when you need a police officer, you want that police officer. When there's a problem on the streets, problem in your neighborhood, problem with businesses, we look for those police officers and we want them. But police officers do not come free. Okay? I cannot put in a request and say, send me 500 police officers. And by the way, I'll pay you later. They don't come free. And so we signed the pledge. I signed the pledge. We signed it a zillion times. But this must be a community conversation and a community discussion. Members of City Council and others are going to have to make some tough decisions. Okay? Because I want to tell you, the budget that we're facing this year, that members of City Council are going to have to vote on fairly soon, we started off being $130 million short. So, do we need these police officers? Absolutely. Do we need them to protect the general public? Absolutely. But we need these additional police officers in order so that they can protect themselves. Okay, as they're out on the street, who got their backs? So we need more police officers to protect police officers, first responders, to protect the general public. And so it's a serious concern. There's a serious need. But we cannot just focus on the problem without also having an open, transparent discussion on what the solutions are. We all recognize the need, but there also has to be a desire to come up with solutions to pay for them. Otherwise, it's simply prose and a rhetorical conversation. I'm committed to it because it's a need and it has to happen. It should happen. Joe, I hope you will hold us to it.
Absolutely.
And as I know you will. But all of us in this city are going to have to be committed to this conversation. All of us, okay? So I'm honored to stand with you, to stand with HPOU, to stand with the law enforcement community, our first responders, to doing what we need to do to keep our city safe. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.